NBC Connecticut News starts now.
Well, we are celebrating the holidays this morning with some sparkling wines and champagne. Here with some tips on the do's and don'ts when it comes to serving bubbly is Master of Wine Jennifer Simonetti-Bryan and author of the 1 Minute Wine Master. Hi, Jennifer. Happy holidays to you. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
You've been on the show before. We love having you on. But for our viewers who have never seen you, and can you just tell us a little bit about your background on what it means to be Master of Wine? It's really a very special title.
Thank you. Yeah, Master of Wine is after a 4-day grueling exam. It took me 8 years to obtain the title, and I was the 4th woman in the country to obtain the title, and there's only 300 of us in the world.
Okay, terrific. I mean, we love having you on the show, and today you're going to get us in the holiday spirit.
Yeah.
We're talking about sparkling wines and champagne. Who doesn't like getting a bottle of wine when you've been invited to a party or simple get-together over the holidays? It really goes with the mood and the spirit of the holidays, doesn't it?
Bubbles just adds life to everything, and it depends on what kind of crowd that, depends on what you're going to buy. So if you're going to give a gift, let's say to your boss or someone really, really special, go with a vintage champagne. This is the Laurent Perrier, or we call it LP in the trade, 2002 vintage. And it's the most luxurious. It's got great, great texture, and it only comes out 3 times a decade.
Okay, so if you want brownie points with the boss, this is the one.
Right, yeah, that's a good one. And then a crowd-pleasing champagne. This one's a Laurent Perrier Brut. Non-vintage champagnes, meaning it's a blend of vintages, and actually brings down the price point. So that's actually a really good one to have.
And Prosecco. We talked about this off camera. It really is. I love Prosecco.
Yeah, Prosecco is very wallet-friendly, and it also has a softer bubble as well. So you want to make sure that if you have a crowd that loves fruitiness and you don't want to feel badly about mixing orange juice in it or creme de cassis, you can have that one.
Okay, what is the proper chilling technique and the proper serving temperature when it comes to sparkling wine?
Yeah, what you really want to do, I mean, if you have the time, put it in your refrigerator for a couple of hours. But if you have only about an hour, what you want to do is an ice bucket and fill it up maybe about 2/3 to 3/4 of the way, and put some water and a pinch of salt, and in about 45 minutes you'll have, because it makes it more conducive to chill much faster.
Okay, what about etiquette when it comes to serving them, and what types of glasses?
Yeah, I mean, this is right here is a traditional champagne coupe, and it was rumored to be molded after Marie Antoinette's breast, but it actually wasn't. It was 100 years before her birth. But this increases the surface area so the bubbles dissipate faster, so that's why the traditional flute here, the straight flute, was created to keep the bubbles longer. And then, of course, you have a trumpet flute, which are so pretty for the holidays.
Okay, now, some wine etiquette. Do you swirl? I know some people ask you that. Do you swirl champagne like people do with wine?
Well, it's kind of hard, because when you swirl a glass, the bubbles kind of foam up. So you don't want to swirl too much. But the French actually put champagne in a regular wine glass, and they do like to swirl.
Okay, and finally, your final tip, of course, is always have a toast handy.
Yes, always have a proper toast. And a quote is really good for this. So I have a quote from Dorothy Parker, who is a writer and poet. 3 be the things I shall never attain: content, envy, and sufficient champagne. So,
okay, I have to work my way up to that one. All right, Jennifer, thank you very much for being here this morning. Happy holidays to you, and for all the great advice.
Wonderful.
Stay with us.